That was some timing.
Oh yeah.
Right at the meeting.
Oh, beautiful. Just, just, just wonderful, right? Ah, Scar, I have you turned all the way up, and I still can't hear you.
You can't?
Barely. You're really low. Ah, because if I turn my headphones up, it's like Brooke and Sean just destroy me. Ow.
Alright. Can I have the remaining players please roll d20?
Oh, fine. I'm not getting it. Yeah, no.
Huh.
Alright, looks like this one's going to Ruben. Sir,
Yes.
while you were out and about wandering around after on death, you found a random dead body and took the only thing of interest on them. You now have a cloak of elvenkind.
What does that do?
I'm an elven skeleton.
I was really hoping it would be the dwarf thing. So he's just a skeleton with a beard.
God.
Nice, but wouldn't he have to be a dwarf to do that?
Yeah, it's elven kind.
No, it's just if you're not a dwarf, there were certain bonuses for you in it. If you were a dwarf, you didn't get the bonuses.
Wait, it's a cloak of dwarven or elven?
No, elvenkind.
Elven, yeah.
It requires to it. It does not make you an elf though.
I know, but it's still. So cloak of elven. Oh wait, is this the item in the compendium?
It should be.
Let me look it up.
All right. The next one.
What's the next one?
Should we just roll it?
Hold on. Figure out what it is first.
No.
We're rolling a D2 next.
So a coin.
No, it's a D2.
Yes, you're gonna roll a coin on the floor.
Okay. I've got a coin right here. If I did that, my dog would chase after it, try and eat it. So I'm not gonna do that.
We'll roll a Susan B. Anthony then.
All right. Would each of you roll me a d20?
Oh my fuck.
Would you please roll
There it is.
There it is.
I knew it was gonna happen.
again? You, my friend. You're gonna hate me for this.
Gorechild.
You have
Gorechild.
you have a tankard of sobriety.
The dwarf has a tankard of sobriety.
I like that. Where do I put that?
Dwarf ever sober.
Under items.
I would probably just list it under your items.
Alright, so the cloak of elvenkind just gives. Oh, that's actually pretty good. It gives everybody that's trying to look into me disadvantage when the hood is up. Which actually, no, that helps out a lot.
So
Holy crap!
details. This
Yeah?
tankard has a stern face sculpted into one side. You can drink ale, wine, or any other non-magical alcohol beverage poured into it without being inebriated. The tankard has no effect on magical liquids or harmful substances such as poison. So you can
Maybe
drink as much alcohol as you want from it, and you won't get buzzed.
Oh, that's not good.
That's a great way to earn money, especially since my background is bounty hunter.
Right, back before we start.
Okay. Alright, and the last item will be going to Scar.
Wait, he still has to roll his d20. There we go. All right, now he earned it.
Tankard of what?
Sobriety. Spelled like that.
Does that sound like something I would do?
Yeah. Wait, what did he get?
I'm reading it before I hand it to him.
Oh, okay.
'Cause I've never used this item before.
Oh, neat.
Oh no.
Deck of many things.
You want to
That'd
give
be
that to a rogue? Think about how shit situations we'd be in.
I can't find it in the item string.
okay, because it's probably not in there then.
Yeah, just search it up.
Might have to Google it.
You Google it. I'll probably put. It's like it's new. As soon as I put paint,
Wait.
it's new.
As soon as I put tank, it knew.
Tank. Tank.
I typed tank into Google, and that was the first thing to show up.
D&D. Top most Google search.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Oh.
You, sir, have a cube of force.
Oh, shite!
Oh, this sounds interesting.
It is. You're gonna like it.
And there's also some things I'm gonna like about
Oh,
it.
it's in the compendium. Oh. Oh, let's see this.
There we go. Hey, I wrote it all down. All right. And it does require an attunement slot, right? Where's my attunement? There should be a thing for it.
I don't think there's one, because if I remember correctly, I think each creature, unless has an ability otherwise, can only attune to 3 objects at once.
Yeah. I was gonna kind of keep track of it. Alright, I'm gonna put an asterisk or something next to the little star so that I know that it's attuned then.
Oh. What's
Yeah, because that's what the rogue needs, right? Just a battering ram.
If only it was that.
Isn't it? Isn't it the? Oh no!
What is
Wait,
it
no, I
called
was thinking
again?
of something else.
What I gave him.
It's a keeper force.
To put bluntly, it has 6 sides, and what happens to it changes based on what side he presses. But it has a set number of charges that can be regained. Let's say he uses it, it creates a barrier around him, centered on him, that's 15 feet.
So.
And if he ends up walking into something that, based on the face he pushed, he cannot pass that barrier, he cannot move any more forward in that direction.
So I was gonna say. For that second one, if I were to use that while falling, would that just stop me?
You would come to an abrupt stop in midair.
Fall
But
damage.
would I avoid falling
Splat?
through that?
I would
Or-
think no, because it's still like you're hitting a wall of force.
Okay, because I wanted to confirm that before I tried. Oh, hey, look, I can have my personal space.
No.
What up, Glasky? Sorry, I won't be at least messing around with chat too much right now because wanna focus on the game of D&D. But welcome, sir.
So I'm guessing.
Actually, no, because if he doesn't hit like terminal speed or other things, he would just take the fall damage for however far he falls, right?
Yeah, because I think it was like a D6 for every 10 feet after 10, I think.
Yeah.
So you press it immediately. But how many feet do you fall a turn?
I believe.
Jesus. So how is the amount of charges used determined? Depending on the face?
Let's see here.
Because next to each face, I see multiple numbers. So I assume that would be the amount.
How much does the tankard weigh?
Not that much. So I'll just say like 2.
Would the cube weigh anything? Or
It's a cube.
just saying because from the compendium it doesn't have a weight.
Yeah.
So if a bag of holding can't go through a magical barrier, does that count as going inside of a magical barrier if he activates the cube around him and it goes in?
No, because that's a different type of. It's not a magical barrier. It's a.
That's an item.
Extra planar space.
Thank you. There we go. I was trying to think of the word.
There we go. Sorry.
And this is not an extra
Nice
planar.
idea though.
Oh God, that would be just the freaking
That would have been funny.
clear. Boom, Chuck's bag. Boom, rips a hole through space and time.
No, actually, then
I'll say for the sake of the cube, I'll say the cube weighs about 5 pounds.
What the hell? That weighs as much as me.
I could understand it.
That's a heavy cube.
Yeah.
It's the second most heavy.
It weighs more than my mug.
Giggity? Was that appropriate there?
Yeah, the cube is the second heaviest thing I'm carrying.
That's why I say giggity.
God damn it. Tried to ignore it.
Roll a d20.
You can't ignore the perviness.
Hey, don't worry, I'm all bone.
Bad joke.
I think I killed Tron.
Sorry, one lady in the group, that he's bad at those kind of
Oh,
jokes.
oh, you're telling Brooke, sorry? She's worse than me.
So
I am a
after
kid.
some reading-
I am a child compared to her.
No. I'm sweet and innocent. You know that?
So they don't clearly define falling speed in the book. So let's see. So each round is about 6 seconds.
How far can you?
I'll say per turn, you're effectively falling between roughly. I'll say based on your size and your movement speed, is basically twice your movement speed. So, like, if your movement speed would be 30, you fell 60 per turn.
Ouch.
Okay.
And how much damage is
You're just
that?
trying to kill somebody.
Well, then no, that's 5. How much is the damage per 10 feet, right? It's a D6?
It's a D6 per 10 feet.
So that's 5d6. That's not that bad. Let's see how bad could it be? How bad could it be? Let's see.
At max, that'd be 30.
Hold on.
Of what I just rolled, 19.
You can survive that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
It's gonna hurt, but you can survive. now let me just force an NPC to kick you off a tower that's like 300 feet tall.
That's just when nothing can pass.
Don't forget, you gotta grab your cube to activate it.
Oh yeah, probably if you're falling, you might have to make some rolls. Oh, I was gonna be brutal. But anyways.
Goes to pull it out and he drops the cube. No.
Activates on the ground. Activates on the ground and a bunch of people. No people can enter, or no living creatures can enter, and they just get launched.
Where did I put that?
Alrighty.
Alright, so we're officially like 11 minutes after. Is everyone pretty much settled in?
Yeah.
For now.
Alright. In that case, let's go ahead and start getting things rolling.
That's a bad pun.
How's that a pun?
If anything, it's the opposite of a pun, considering you just gave me a cube.
Wow. So it's an oxymoron.
Well, actually, no. I guess
I take offense to that.
You can roll the cube like the cube is basically a dice.
I'm pretty sure you wouldn't want to roll that D6.
I'll take my chances.
Wow. Okay, anywho. Let me bring up some notes here.
Wait, so if no living matter can enter or leave it, if he's stuck inside of it when he goes down?
I would assume when I...
Oh, God.
Launch it. Actually, yeah, no, that wouldn't just be...
See.
Well, you
Yeah,
guys
okay,
could, like, hit it with spells and shit. Because that lowers the amount of charges it has.
That all depends on what the bounty on your head is.
Okay, the berry actually lasts for 1 minute, so after a minute it would disappear.
Oh, okay.
So...
How to hold your breath for a minute?
How much of...
6 seconds a round, so 10 rounds.
If that cube was active before combat started, you might have a chance of living. Otherwise, you'd be dead.
Well, unless the guys who really want to hit me are just throwing spells.
True.
Like nothing.
Alright.
Woo!
Alright. So I guess a little clarification. I can't speak tonight. Clarification as we're going in. The continent everyone's on is known as Cestria, home to 3 different large civilizations, each of them with either a kingdom, a republic, or some other form of society. Where we begin, I need to bring up the party members. Baracus, Sasana, and Alcor. The 3 of you were pretty much minding your own business in a city known as Whitebridge. The city itself is located in the middle of a marsh on a little island that connects to the mainland only through a 90-foot long by 30-foot wide white bridge, thus the name of the town. This place has been known for a lot of wrong side of town kind of people, thieves, cutthroats, ill-mannered sellswords, but it's also a great place to find exactly what you want and don't want. However, you 3 were approached separately by a hooded individual. The individual seemed old, he was hooded, didn't really show his face much, and offered you all a job. Upon completion of the job, where you end up, you'll be each rewarded with 200 gold pieces. You said the details of the job you'll be given upon arriving at your destination to complete the job. He has made arrangements for you all to meet just on the edge of town and board a carriage that will take you to the northern city of Kelna. Kelna is a very militaristic city. High walls, stone walls, a king, uh, great many laws, great many traditions, and they don't take too kindly to people who disturb those traditions or those laws. And with that said, he leaves you saying, if you don't show up, he understands, but the gold will be worth it. With that said, how many of you actually went to meet the carriage?
I would have.
I did.
Mm-hmm. And Alcor?
For money, yeah.
All right.
All right, wait. Before we start, what do we have? Okay, never mind. My character is not in there yet, so I can't say anything.
Nope. Mm-mm.
I'll be as silent as the grave.
Wow.
You're gonna die first.
I'm already dead.
Somebody will finish the job.
So, as you all
Someone
reach the
didn't
end of
finish the
town,
job. I'll finish that contract for him.
the three of you find this very large black carriage pulled by two black stallions. A gentleman hops on top of the carriage from the driver's seating, gives you all a wave. Well, I guess you three must be the ones I'm waiting for. Hop in. We got a lot of road to travel. It'll take us about 3 days to get there.
Okay. So the carriage is.
I'll be on top.
All right, so you're jumping
Is
on
it
top of it.
inside or is it just?
It's got double doors on both sides. It's black. The wheels are rather large. There's some areas on top to kind of grab onto if you wanted to be up there.
I'll get inside.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'd get inside as well.
All right. So as the two of you get inside, you notice it's rather cozy in here. Nice leather seating. The walls have drapery. There's actually a small lockbox actually behind where the driver would be sitting. And Alcor, since you're on top of the wagon or this carriage, wow, I can't say anything right today. You notice the gentleman, once taking his seat again and getting the horses going. He's wearing a small top hat, and from the looks of his stature, it's hard to say if this guy's a halfling or a gnome.
So, we were to get more information when we got here.
Say again?
We were to get more information when we got here. I'm just sitting above him.
Okay, are you asking him that?
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, information. Oh, you mean about the job? Well, I wasn't told many details, but apparently we'll have an informant meeting us in Kelna. All I know about the job is you'll be searching for someone, and that person has something someone else needs. We are to retrieve both of them. As for the details of who and what, that I don't know.
Does it matter if they're alive?
You know, I didn't ask that question, though I probably should have. I guess we'll find out in Kelna. He kind of, with one arm, just kind of leans over and opens up a little side hatch that kind of opens up into the carriage. So, since we'll be traveling together for 3 days, what should I call you?
Just as regular names or anything else?
Oh, I mean, your names will be fine, but if you don't trust me with your name, then an alias is perfectly fine. I mean, 3 days is 3 days, and I don't plan to get too friendly with y'all.
Yeah, nobody actually tends to believe it's my real name, but anyway, Baracus.
You hear,
Baracus.
you hear in
So,
the,
Kaz, right?
you hear in the distance. Is your last name Obama?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay, what'd you say, Andrew?
Rook.
Okay, so Baracus, Rook, and you, my lady. I don't believe I got your name.
Sana.
Colorful names. I like it. Not good for laying low, but great for impressions. So, with that, he kind of closes the little door again and kind of goes silent for a while. You notice the carriage moving decently fast, covering quite a lot of ground quickly. You find yourself leaving the marshes within a matter of minutes, as you know the marshland only extends so far, and you begin finding yourselves passing through what looks like just kind of scattered patches of trees and big hills. And after a few moments, you do hear a strange sound from within inside the carriage. You hear like a thump 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 thump.
Wait, do I hear it even though I'm outside?
I'll also make a perception check on that.
I say, were we inside the carriage?
You guys hear it perfectly fine. Nah, the sound of the wind rushing past your ears, you can't hear anything in.
Even with a 5. Modifier too.
That worked.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad roll.
Used all his luck with that 20.
I'm the ranger.
Alright. And after a moment, you guys begin the question, okay, where's the sound coming from? And as you listen carefully, you realize that sound's coming from that lockbox.
Oh, Sean, I forgot. I was gonna ask you something.
Hmm?
Hold on. I'm typing it under the GM's thing, so don't worry. You guys could go ahead. Do the thing. I'm doing it so that I don't distract you guys.
Alright.
So we just hear a sound from the lockbox.
Yeah, it's just constantly going dum 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 dum.
Okay, that doesn't sound good.
A lot of things don't sound good, but I don't really care. I'm just here for money. Or I'm just here to get the money and get out. So I just kind of lean back and just ignore it.
Alright.
Okay. So can I see where it's coming from, the noise?
Considering where you guys are probably seating, you're aware it's not coming from outside, but above your head there is a small box that obviously has a keyhole. It sounds like it's coming from in that.
Okay.
Alright. And after a few moments, you do notice the carriage starts to slow down a bit. Alcor, as you're up there, you see up ahead there seems to be a small group of people just walking along the side of the road, coming your direction. And as you
tap the side and say we might have company.
Right. And as the carriage comes to a stop, you see the gentleman kind of takes his hat off to the people passing by. Well, hello there. It's a mighty fine evening, isn't it? You notice all the people. They seem to be dressed in rags. And got the simple cloths just kind of covering their head. Kind of look up at him and just kind of give a just kind of continue walking forward. You notice the people passing by seems to be 2 adults and what looks like could be 3 children. One of them seemingly constantly looking around at their feet as they're walking. Well, guess it's not an evening for manners, I suppose. You see him put his hat back on and gets the carriage going again.
Just kind of look at them as they walk by.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Everybody's slowly getting their first circle.
As you notice them as you look at them as they go by, you do take note that despite the way they're dressed, the 2 older-looking ones, they don't look dirty or unkempt. The children, however, they look worse for wear. A couple of them look like they're skin and bone, and one of them looks like they got a lot of tracks of mud on their face.
So just normal kids from the slums.
Essentially.
Could be, or it could be something worse.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And as you continue onward, it starts to get later into the evening. Plenty of stars are out, and there's quite a bit of moonlight right now. The moon's actually almost full. And with what moonlight you have Alcor being outside, you notice every once in a while you see figures out in the distance kind of moving around. There's a few moments.
Too dangerous.
After a few moments
Make it
pass,
Monday night.
eventually, the wagon seems to pick up speed again, going a little faster than you'd possibly like. You can actually kind of feel yourself being pushed a little bit back by what wind resistance you're causing.
What's with the speed up? No, I was yelling that to the guy.
As you call it out, he's like, you see him turn his head. I don't know about you, but I don't like the looks of that. You see him point off to the far right. You can see out there quite a bit ways, something running the same direction as you guys. And there's quite a bit of them. You see what looks like 5 small figures and 2 other figures that are a bit bigger.
What usually roams these woods?
Oh, there's all kinds of animals that run around here. I mean, you got your wolves, your bears, your steer, lots of wild game. As far as things other than that, every once in a while I hear there's a displacer beast about, but normally there's not a lot of activity along the roads.
In the distance, you'll hear, "It's a were squirrel."
You might want to go faster then.
Alright.
I hop down in the seat next to him.
Alright. As you hop down in the seat next to him, and you see him, crack the reins again. The horses are going pretty damn quick. You can actually feel everyone inside, and you, Alcor, can feel the carriage is actually out kind of bouncing as it hits like every other rock or small hill.
Looks like a fun night to die.
Alright. And with that going on, you notice, for a moment, what the guy saw seems to have disappeared. But then you see, further ahead now, another set of figures going, not the way you're going, but perpendicular, cutting, across, looking to go across the road and cut you off, but they're moving rather fast themselves. Though you notice there is a good number of figures, but the figure in the front, that one doesn't look like it belongs with the others. Will the gentleman please, for his life, roll an athletics check?
Alrighty. And by the way, I am screaming at the top of my lungs. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap! In athletics? Oof.
Mm-hmm. You're on the run, buddy.
Oh, that -1.
That -1, baby. Whew, that 19 though. That 19 though.
Yep. So as you're running, you're just like, ha, 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 not today.
This is
you hear from behind you a lot of footprints, but also what has been growling at you for the last few minutes, which now as close as the carriage is coming, you guys can now hear this. You're starting to hear what sounds like the barking of what might be dogs.
Am I able to talk to them on the inside?
Yeah, there's a little cubby hole next to you that you can pull open, and it gives you direct access to there.
Something ran across, and might be wolves. Are probably going to be circling the wagon too.
Alrighty.
Be prepared.
Could I see the lights of the wagon?
It actually has no lights on it.
Ah.
But you do hear what's the heavy footfalls of the horses.
Okay.
And with that, I'll say, as you finish saying that, Alcor, you hear the gentleman next to you, "Oh shit!" And as you feel the carriage come to an abrupt stop, you hear the whining of the horses and the whining of some other creature. Alcor, I'll say give me a acrobatics check. While everyone inside, I'll say everyone inside, just give me a dexterity check.
a dex check.
Yep.
You're a rogue. You don't have decent decks.
No, I said the one time I have.
Okay,
on a
okay.
character.
Yeah.
Every other character it's either a 0 or a 1.
Uh,
10.
Okay.
Modifier.
I have an 18 dexterity.
Alright, so as you hear the whining, you notice the carriage comes up, spins on its back wheel, comes slamming down. Alcor, you successfully leap off and onto the solid ground just fine. Baracus, you're able to grab the side of it and hold yourself in place. Sasana, sadly, you're actually flung through the carriage door onto the ground.
Ouch.
I was gonna say, the second I see the carriage, or her go to the carriage door, I'm gonna jump out the door.
Okay.
I'm just gonna jump out after.
Alright. So, I would like everyone to please...
What did I just say?
Roll initiative?
I would like the 3 that are in the carriage, around the carriage, please place yourself around the carriage. And, Mr. Gentleman, please place yourself somewhere on or around the rocks.
Where did I fall out at? What side?
Hold on.
That'd be this side.
So I guess I'm right over here. Oh, yucky, yucky.
I'm gonna climb up the rock.
Right here.
Would I have been able to do
There's
that
the
with
rock.
my check?
Yeah.
All right.
good.
All right. Yeah. Was ist das?
So you said around the carriage, right?
Huh, did the token not keep?
Which one?
What?
I'm trying to look at it and it doesn't look right.
Huh. That's weird, it didn't keep. Let me try this.
Where'd I go?
There
There
it is. Ooh, that's really nice.
Sure you to be right there.
That works.
Alright, and let me go ahead and throw these out here then. I need Baracus and Sasana to place yourselves accordingly where you be.
Basically seeing where she would be. That's how I would have jumped out and then over. Okay.
Something on top of me.
So you jumped out beside her
I'm
then?
on the ground,
I
right?
basically jumped out
Yeah,
just
as far as you know right now, you are prone. You're face down. So let me do something to mark that, I guess.
Okay, and I forgot to tell you, I'm starting out on summer.
Alright, summer season?
Oh.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Alright. And so, after catching yourselves and one of you climbing up a rock, you look around you and you're like, oh, well, that explains the noise. As you see what appears to be... It'd be nice if this map would move correctly with me. There we go. This will work. So we'll move right here.
Oh,
A large group of wolves accompanied by 2 dire wolves.
Oh. And I see that.
I told you to be ready, and you're laying on the ground.
I'm yelling, Fido, down! No! No bone for you!
Those are huge wolves.
Direwolves.
Bad dog. Sit! Sit! They're not listening!
I don't think it's going to listen to you.
Hold on, I actually want to make a handle animal check. Can I?
Animal
Yeah, go for it.
Animal
Go for it.
handling. Oh, okay. All right.
No,
Hey, I could have rolled a
as-
20, okay? That would have been amazing.
Yeah. So as you do that, the 2 wolves by the rocks next to you
Uh-huh. How
are
big is
just now more.
How big are these rocks, by the way?
The rock you're on is actually about 10 feet off the ground.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so it comes into like a nice scattered boulder, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as you do that, the wolves went from just kind of like pacing in place. Now they're just actively growling at you,
All right.
and one's actually pawing the rocks, like okay, can it climb this?
Yeah.
And I guess hold on, this is horrible.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So you do you hear the familiar voice of your driver. Please, someone. As you turn to look and see, he's currently being held gently in the mouth of one of the dire wolves.
The one just in front of the cart.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Like its mouth is literally over his shoulders and his
Did
butt.
I not say to be prepared?
Alright. And with that, I think I'm in the initiative rolls. Would you please select your token actively before making your rolls?
Okay, and what do I click it? Or how do I do it?
Alright,
You click
so
on it.
click on your token over
Yeah.
your character sheet, and next to your armor class should say initiative, click that.
Oh, neat.
Well,
Nice.
it's gonna be a game where I actually have the highest initiative of the party.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a +4 initiative.
I got a
Five.
3.
So does
Same here.
I got a 3 initiative. That's
Oh.
decent.
Oh, that not one. Oh.
Oh.
Shit.
Oh. That not
There's already
one.
there's already two faster than me.
I'm as fast as two of them. But this could work out.
Well, luckily the
Six
like.
of them.
Okay. So,
Woo!
Oh shit!
oh fuck! And that's the one closest to me. too. That's depressing.
Okay.
Red
It's the one
party.
right down at the bottom.
Ah.
So, as we begin,
We gonna die.
Why does it still have my name as the old one on there? And I should have turned whatever.
why does it say the old name?
I don't know. That's weird.
We're gonna die.
Well, if
I'll
it's
fix
just
that later, I guess.
If it's just that, then shoot.
Alright,
Mhm.
alright.
Alright, so. Oh man, my head. Okay, so. As you see the wolves all scattered about you, most of them are just kind of lean down into just a growling, like, don't move, if you will. However, this dire wolf just kind of snorts at the two on the side of the wagon. And actually, fast is this thing again?
Very?
It's actually going to move clear around you guys, circling behind. Alright. Alright. And this wolf, seeing the state of the wagon, it's going to run up to here, and it's actually going to attempt to attack one of the horses. Okay.
Biting who?
One of the horses.
Yeah,
Oh, lovely.
because the state of the wagon, the horses actually aren't even afraid. They're kind of falling over themselves. The thing that connects them to the wagon is essentially
Correct.
screwing them up. Alright, this one.
Sick.
Let's see. No. This one, you Raven, you watch as it attempts to climb up the rocks, just to slide back to
She's
where it was.
prone on the other side of the wagon.
She is.
Yep. I'm prone. I fell out.
But
Yeah.
the direwolf just completely.
Ignored me.
Well, it's
Us.
circling.
No, it snorted and ignored us. It's not circling. So.
Right. So that wolf couldn't go anywhere. Baracus.
Wait, could I yell? No, don't come near me. I'm nothing but bone. Go for them. They have flesh.
Okay.
What kind of armor am I wearing?
Bikini chainmail.
No, I'm wearing studded leather.
Well. Yeah, I guess at this point I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna reach down to my belt, pull out my rapier, and I'm gonna walk over to here, and I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit this wolf.
Alright, you're gonna attack that one? Alright.
We need the horses. This is gonna kickstart a bunch of shit. So blame the rogue. Oh!
Okay.
Ooh, baby.
Like
That's-
I said,
oh, that's a
kickstart
20.
bunch of shit.
Correct.
Oh.
And then the rogue died.
Oh shit! That fucking 1 for damage though.
Okay.
Oh, a D8.
So as you rush in, rapier ready, come in with a
Wait.
good thrust,
Wait,
and just kind of catch it in the back hind leg.
question. Don't you get your backstab as well? Because he's not
You know,
has
yeah,
your back.
actually he Alcor's adjacent to it.
Yeah.
So
And he has his back to you, so you have
what would that be?
Oh, shit, it's my turn next. Isn't
sorry,
it?
I play rogues. I play tons of rogues. So like stuff like this is like natural to me.
This would be the sneak attack, yeah.
So you get your sneak attack bonus and you're 5th level, so that means you get a 2d6 extra damage, but these don't get added to your crit.
Yeah,
Double
they don't
check.
get modified by the crit.
Yeah. Double check just to make sure.
That would be. So
But you know, it's not like every single character that I've played before is rogue.
Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do on my turn.
Yeah, I got a pretty solid plan too.
well, I was gonna say actually. Oh, never mind.
Well, maybe.
If I, yep. Mm-hmm.
You have to get,
Showing sneak attack, column.
you have to get up first.
Yeah, and your 5th level, yeah, so 3d6.
3d6.
3d6,
Yep.
yeah. Oh, man, I don't want to get the horses.
Oh my god.
Hey, sneak attack OP, dude. I don't want
Alright,
to kill
so-
the horses. Damn it.
Allow me to take that back then. So you come in, rushing in with the valiant thrust, and actually catch the wolf in the skull as it comes back from biting the horse. You just pull it back. You're like, huh, clean kill. So you look up your blade. You got a wolf eye on that blade still.
Yes.
Gross.
And like the you know what? Can I? I'm just gonna use like what's left of my turn. Just kind of like look at the one direwolf holding the guy, and I'm like,
Mhm.
don't you want me more? Now that I just did this, and I just hold the eye up.
Hold on. On top of the rock, you hear. I guess he didn't look out, and then you hear.
Wow.
uh,
Okay.
Sorry. I need the actual
you know,
soundboard.
I'll say give me an intimidation check.
Intimidation?
Yeah.
I wasn't really trying to. I was more trying to distract it, but
Yeah. Yeah. So as you begin trying to taunt it with the eyeball of its fallen fellow wolf, you just notice its jaw just comes down tighter on the carriage man. It stings. Ah!
okay, it doesn't care.
All right. All right. Miss, I got thrown from the carriage.
So does it take my full movement to stand up?
It takes half of it.
Okay. So I want to stand up
Mhm.
and then move just. Oh, fuck. Right here.
All right, so you're huddling up with the others.
Yeah, because what I want to do, I don't want to hit myself. Alright. So then I want to cast something called Detonation.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
It already starts.
Yeah. Which is that, and I want to cast it right here.
Oh no.
These three wolves need to make a dexterity saving, or make a constitution saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
70s.
Let's see right here.
All the D6
You say the dexterity throw, you said?
Uh-huh. No, Constitution. It says Constitution.
Constitution?
Oh, they still take half damage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Constitution save throw.
Nice.
all the D6 damage though.
And what's the DC on that? It's
15.
okay. Okay, so one of the wolves failed. That was the wolf closest to you. Other two succeed.
Okay. Come on. 7d6.
You could just hit on the spell and it should. Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, hers is not a.
No, I
totally different.
can't.
Spell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like just a class.
So 21 total damage.
Yup.
Alright,
That one though.
Damn.
alright, so half rounded.
10. That's still really good damage.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad someone in the party could talk to animals.
I'm guessing you can.
So it's 5
Okay.
points.
So, as you point to the location, you see fire just erupt from that location. You notice the wolf closest to you just goes up in flames, whining, just slumps over. You notice the one close, right next to it, it's just kind of, its fur is now extremely singed. It smells awful, and it's just kind of slow. Like it's not even like falling down. It's like laying down and slowly pushing itself away from you. Whereas the big dire wolf is just sees those two You see it look back at you. And you saw what looked like the most toothiest jaw like you've ever seen.
Well, it sees us now.
I got his attention.
Yeah, it sees us now. It's paying attention now.
Okay. Well, that is it from me.
From the Rocky here, Korean anyone?
Alright, that wolf is dead. Alright, this injured one.
Oh, now it's right. Poor baby.
I'll say in its injured state, it's only getting that far. Alright, Alcor, you're up.
Oh.
So,
Oh,
we're gonna do a disappearing act.
We can't hear you.
push the top.
We're gonna do a
Alright, I muted Discord for right now, but I'm gonna be mainly focused on trying to play the game and listen
I'm gonna be
to
casting Fog Cloud.
everybody. So that's why I won't be able to do much talking on chat. But thank you for joining us.
Yeah, I'm gonna be casting Fog Cloud right on me, basically.
Okay. And how big is the cloud?
Foot radius sphere.
Casting it at level 2.
Push your talk, dude.
I'm casting it at level 2, so it's gonna be 40 feet.
Oh, Jesus.
Uh-oh.
Right on me.
It's like the visible part of the map.
Yeah, that's the map.
Yeah, that's
And now the fun
actually part
begins.
of the fucking map. Well, rip our vision.
And I say, and now the fun begins.
That's not what I meant to do.
Oh.
Woo!
Yeah, that is effectively everything you guys can see and beyond.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
well,
I
fuck that,
draw my battle axe.
Okay. And that concludes your turn for now?
I
Go.
go around the horses, basically. I'm following the horses. I don't know how to move it on this. So I'm slowly going around the horses.
Push to talk. We can't hear you.
I'm slowly going
Around the horses.
Okay.
So, it's about right there.
Alright. So as you go right there, you kind of pass by the wolf body, you know that was shish kebabbed.
And I say, here, doggy, doggy, doggy.
Okay.
But that's my turn.
Alright.
So it's a 20-foot radius?
40
Casted it.
at second level. From here,
That's
from here.
So basically, we can't see shit.
Yep.
Neither can they.
Yeah.
But they can smell.
They can't track us, exactly.
Oh, that was so stupid, Mo.
Alright, so that one's gonna spend its
Says the
turn.
person that can't hold on to
Okay.
the carriage.
No, said I was graceful.
Alright, so coming to the dire wolf's turn, as you casted the cloud, you hear the driver, "Oh, I can't see a thing! Wait, how are you gonna rescue me if you can't see?"
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to click that.
Followed by, "Oh, wait, where are we going? No! Stop!" As the dire wolf proceeds to charge out, dragging him with it.
We just lost our driver.
That's why I was hoping to get that direwolf to drop him and come at me. But nope.
Alright, Raven,
Fuck the roll.
you can't see a bloody thing.
I can't see a bloody thing. That literally killed my plan in the just destroys what I had planned so badly.
Okay, let's see.
But I know that there's wolves in front of me, right? At least
You
I
know
can
there
still
were
hear them. Alright,
Yeah, you hear them generally there pacing
alright.
somewhere.
I'm gonna double 30-foot cone right in front of me, burning hands.
Oh, okay.
There's no point of me like if I know that I knew from what they were. I'm just gonna burning hands. 30-foot cone. By the way, that's two 30-foot cones. Oh no, wait, no, it's one because I could only cast one. All right, yeah. So 30-foot cone, yeah, just right in front of me.
That's one
It's gonna hit both of the wolves.
How do you do that arrow?
The ruler on the left side between the magnifying
Okay,
glass
so
and the dice.
which way are you pointing when you make that cone? This
Uh,
way?
Yeah, that's literally straight towards where I saw the wolves, or I heard the wolves. So right
Uh-huh.
here, so that I'm trying to aim. I'm
Yeah.
basically trying to aim between both of them. I'm literally trying to aim between both of them because I can't see anything else, so I don't really care if I hit anything else
Okay,
at this
that
point.
Alright.
And I'm casting it at 3rd level, right? Oh shoot! Hold on.
Woo!
Oh, nice. So it's an extra 2d6.
Alright, so it's a DC 15.
Dexterity save. And I'm pretty sure they have disadvantage because of the fog.
Yeah, they wouldn't have rolled high enough anyway.
Oh, damn it.
Alright.
Well, it's half damage.
No, it was a natural 3 and a natural 8.
Oh, sweet.
Yep. So, as you release the fire, you see the area bright up, and as the flame begins to dissipate, you see the two blackened, unmoving, charred bodies of the wolves.
Okay, well. That was easy. Oh, by the way, everybody heard a ridiculously loud boom noise.
Alright, I guess that concludes yours.
Yeah.
Oh, the one that had the
Spell slot.
Alright. Okay. So upon this cloud forming, you hear another, this time from the other side of the carriage, closer to Sasana. You hear the, and you hear loud, heavy footfalls, not coming to you, actually going away from you. And Baracus, you're up.
So, when I heard him, like, yelling on his way off, could I tell the general direction they just went?
I'll say give me a perception check, see if you caught that. You heard so many things happening at once and that loud bang, you're not sure what went where and what happened.
Shit. Guess the one thing I can think of possibly ruined where I've last seen a wolf. Yes, I'd head over here, and if there is something in front of, like, would I see it by the time I got to it? If it was there?
I would say by the time you're within 5 feet, within the 5 feet of it, you're like, oh, here it is.
Okay, yeah, I'ma just, hit it. See if that does anything.
Okay.
Where the fuck was that hurt? Fuck.
Alright. And as you thrust forward, you can't see exactly where the blade struck, but you do hear one hell of a yelp. Alright, using this, including the turn.
Yeah, with that, I'm basically just gonna be ready for a possible hit. But
Okay.
Okay, well, I can't see shit. So, with that in mind, I'm just going to move over one space. And as just a bonus action, I'm going to do Cloak of Air. Which basically puts a nice little barrier around me. And it takes 3 side points. Where is Cloak of Air? Right there. There you go. So anything that tries to attack me has disadvantage if they miss.
Oh.
They have to repeat the attack roll against itself.
Oh, nice. That's a good way to use your reaction.
Yeah.
But these are not spells. These are all... Oh, because you're a psionic. Oh, okay, alright.
Yeah, so I use side points. They're not spell slots.
Oh. Yeah. I think he stepped off for a second.
Yeah, I think someone walked into his room.
Yeah. Why a 40-foot freaking thing of fog?
What the fuck, dude?
You effed everyone up!
We can't do shit.
I'm a goddamn spellcaster. I need to see things.
Me too.
To answer your question about Misty Step, I'll say negative,
Aw.
because the range and target is the self.
Okay,
So
alright.
what you would do would affect the teleportation of the bullet, not
Yeah.
what it hits.
Aw. Because I wanted
You
to
could probably
get.
do magic bullet that thing though.
Yeah, because I wanted. Oh no, dude, the range for that is ridiculous. But anyways, because I wanted to see if I can teleport one of these wolves 125 feet up in the air.
Nice try though, but very creative. I like the idea.
Teleports to the above tree.
Okay, so what just happened though?
That I put a cloak of air around me because I can't see shit, so I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm going.
Defensive. Oh, that's really good.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, that's your turn.
Yes.
All right.
And it's
And from
concentration.
where you, okay, and from where you are, you can still hear the whimpering and the clawing of the wolf that you severely burned.
Just as whimpering is screwed.
Doesn't affect me much. Damn wolf attacked a carriage.
All right, now I'll go for that. Alcor, you're up.
So one of them started running off whimpering, right?
Yeah, you heard what sounded like one whimpering away, and what sounded like probably the two larger ones running, and a
Alright.
lot of other ones dying.
Because this is a 40-foot concentration,
Mhm.
I just forget the spell.
Okay, you go ahead and just purposely lose concentration.
Right, he drops the spell. Yeah.
Yeah, I dropped the spell.
Okay.
And then
Okay, here we go. Clear drawings. All right, and then once again, everyone can see.
Where'd the big one go?
Are you asking as character or?
Yes.
They went out of line of sight, it looks like.
I don't know. I would tell you where he went and how far he went if I could frickin' see him. And then I stick one of the barrels of my of my guns into my eye socket and say, "But you see, I got no eyes."
It's all your fault to begin with.
How the hell is it my fault? I'm here minding my business, enjoying the moonlight stroll, and all of a sudden, wolves come out of nowhere.
Well, if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have lost our driver.
Anyways.
If
Okay. All right. So now that everyone and everything can see again, Baracus,
yes,
the wolf in front of you, isn't too happy,
I wouldn't expect it.
and unlike the rest of them, it's not going anywhere.
Cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
Please make a strength saving throw.
Strength.
All right, you are not knocked prone,
Oh.
Fuck.
though you do take 4 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yep. You just see like lunge up to you to bite you. You're like, you come to bring up the rapier up. You're like, oh wait a minute, this blade's thin. As it pushes past it, it just with its teeth just scratches the back of your hand.
Oh, okay. Teeth bit of flesh wound.
Ow, ow.
Oh, I'm up.
Oh, actually, I think. Oh wait, no,
Oh,
hold on.
yeah, it would've
Wolf.
been,
Oh no, Raven will be up.
Yeah, I'm
I hit the tracker too quickly.
okay. I'm looking out into the distance, so I'll probably make a perception. Correct? I want to see if I can notice because you said it was a moon. It was a full moon, correct?
Almost a full moon.
Almost a full moon. See if I can spot the wolf.
Well, is there a particular one you were looking for, or?
The one that's carrying away the driver.
Alright, the one that went that way.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll say go ahead and make a perception check.
I already did.
Alright. I'll say you could barely make it out, but you see now about a little more than 100, somewhat more than 100 feet, way out going towards the tree line. You could see it running, and then him just like flailing in its mouth.
All right, I got this. Magic missile.
Alright, hitting it for 9 plus 7, 16 damage.
Yeah.
Alright. So you see it take the hit, and it just lights up from the attack, but you see it just kind of shake and keeps running.
Damn. It didn't drop the driver?
Nope.
Ah!
If anything, you could almost hear an audible, "Ah, that hurts!"
Sorry, it wasn't meant to hit you. Wait, actually, it couldn't hit him. What?
It didn't.
I know,
The
but the
pain
wolf, I
caused
know.
it to bite down.
I know. Okay,
Alright, that's it?
well, I'm gonna
So
jump
now
down
it's
from
me.
the. Well, no, I'm gonna jump down from the rock and say, well, he's dead.
Okay.
And then now it would be me.
Yeah, now it's you.
Is that a hit?
No, you see as you go in for the strike again, it actually pivots on its foot and just slides away from the thrust.
Oh. So the dog can dodge. Good.
Alright. Brings us to, is that all you're doing?
Back to me.
Just reconfirming
Alright.
something. Scar, is that it?
Yeah, I'm just kind of like with my comment. I just kind of stay as I was,
Okay.
just staring it in the eyes, basically.
Okay. And Sasana, you're up.
Alright, as I look around, can I see any wolves still around?
You can't see many of the other ones that ran off, but you do see somewhere off to your left. About a good, almost 60 feet now is that one that was burnt, still crawling away.
Oh.
Like it is,
Burn it again.
as you watch, it is a pitiable sight. It is barely has any strength to just drag itself. Like it's not even using all four legs. It's like using its front legs to pull.
Like if we leave it long enough, will it just die on its own?
If
Okay.
it doesn't just up and die,
So
it
it's
might get
60.
picked off by scavengers.
It's 60 feet in front of me.
It's about 60 feet.
Which direction? Over here somewhere?
Yeah, out that way.
Oh no. It's gonna explode.
Go here. And where's my character sheet? Fuck. I'm gonna do. Surprisingly, not gonna burn it up.
No, but killing things with fire.
I'm gonna use 4 side points, and I'm gonna use that.
How many site points collectively do you have?
27.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
she's used.
I have 20 left right now, or 19. So now with using these 4, 1, 2, 3,
You
4.
said 15.
I have 16 now. I can only use up to a 5 per turn though.
All right. And how many points did you dump into that?
4.
4.
So that's 4d8s total, I think.
Yep.
And it takes half as much on success.
So
4
Is it dying
D8.
regardless?
You watch as for one moment it's crawling away as fast as it can,
Oh, oh.
and the next second you just hear as its body is just randomly pushed down into the dirt, and you just hear the cracking and crumpling of its bones.
Oh, brutal.
It's better than killing it with
Should
fire.
have died the first time.
The mercy killing.
Yeah.
She's not in her happy place right now.
I would assume that.
Alright, back to Alcor.
You got thrown out of a fucking carriage.
Most of the bloody things are scattered.
Let's see, I'm just going to be moving. Let's see. Not worth using anything right now.
Can't hear you, dude.
I'm coming up to it on the side.
Okay.
And then with my great axe, I'm just gonna try to hit it.
He's gonna hit it with his great axe.
Mhm.
Battle axe. My bad.
Battle axe. Whatever.
Yeah, battle axe.
Oh,
Decapitated. I don't think it matters.
okay.
Well, it's 2d10. I mean, it does kind of matter.
Still, I'm just saying, I don't think it matters, considering
Right.
I've already hit this thing
Go,
once.
go ahead and roll the damage.
I've already hit this thing for 9. Unless he does like 3 damage.
Yeah. Andrew, you could just click the actual battle axe and it should roll it already for you.
Yeah, it'll roll it automatically.
Yeah.
In the chat, not the.
No. Hit the actual.
Like on your, the one with the 26.
Yeah. And you see how when you put the cruiser over a battle axe, it goes red.
Okay, I get it now.
There you go.
There we go.
Right. So, as you come up beside it, you both notice that it slowly begins to start moving a paw back as it's turning to see this grisly dwarf just walk up by it. And then with the swift swing of the axe, you see it rise up to try and like meet the axe, and you watch its head go rolling 15 feet away.
Hey, decapitated.
They're not that hard.
Yeah, especially that first one. That one did not even try to dodge.
Yeah, they're a lot easier to
And-
see
That concludes combat.
when there's no fog around. All right, could I take
We wouldn't be
a?
in this situation if Skeleton Man didn't run in the middle of the road.
Well, where the hell was I supposed to run when I'm being chased?
Well, to be fair, I'll give him this: the fact that we are driving a pretty dark carriage
Without light,
with no lights.
In the middle of the night.
in the middle of the goddamn night.
Probably the brightest thing.
What were you doing walking this far into the forest?
What do you mean? What was I doing? I was walking. What does it look like I'm doing here?
At night?
All right. While I'm talking, could I take a 20 to just reload my gun? I fired 2 shots.
Okay, and is
Sean?
nobody concerned with the fact that he's just a skeleton?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Thank you.
I see no point in questioning things.
Yeah. See, a skeleton being chased by a bunch
I've
of
seen
dogs.
worse.
I find it a little bit humorous, and I stick out my humorous.
God damn it.
I've been waiting to use that all day.
I was gonna say, with that, I just walk over to the horse and see how badly it was actually hurt. Like, I just completely ignore what was said.
Well, it looks like we're not getting paid our 200 gold for the job that we're going to do because we have no idea where to meet him now.
Well, we at least know where we're supposed to be going.
No.
The question is, do any of us?
I heal the horse with cure wounds.
They just told us to meet us at the carriage.
Didn't he say we were going somewhere
Yeah,
specific?
he had the thing opened when he was talking to you guys for your names. Alcor did ask the driver about what were the details where you guys heading. Apparently, you guys were supposed to meet someone somewhere in Kelna,
But he
Oh,
does.
Kelna.
but
Okay.
with the driver gone, you're not sure who you're meeting. You just know you're supposed to go to Kelna.
Great. All
Yeah,
right.
the
Well, I
question
guess.
He'll recognize the carriage.
Maybe.
We hope.
I have no idea what this carriage even is. Because they could have gotten this just for this.
Right, so I heal the horse for 4.
Okay. So, where at first you examine the horse and you notice it had a really gash wound in its neck. You watch slowly as the wound just seals up. The horse is just kind of shaking its head.
Well,
That's interesting.
well, this was something.
They'll definitely recognize the carriage.
It is a mighty fine carriage.
Well, my thought.
Back away, Scully.
Oh, what am I gonna do? Half pint?
No. Maybe we should have left the dogs for you.
I was
I
gonna
mean,
say,
you probably look like dinner to them.
Yeah.
while this is happening, I'm gonna hop up to where the driver was sitting.
Damn it! I was gonna do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I just hop up,
hmm
and I'm like, well, sitting
Hmm.
around here yelling at each other isn't gonna do us anything because
Then I'm
we don't
jumping
know
shotgun.
we don't know what else is out here, so we should probably get moving.
Yeah. Best not stick around. That's probably right.
Who invited you?
Myself.
Go continue your walk.
No, I'm not
One
gonna
more.
stick around out there. Plus, if it wasn't for me, you all would have been dead. I scared off the big one, don't you see?
If you wouldn't have been for you, we wouldn't have had to fight the dire wolves and lost our
I
driver.
I thought we already went through that. The whole fact that who is gonna be driving a black carriage with black horses, with no lights in the middle of the night? Kind of shady here, okay? So I'm not gonna ask questions. I'm just gonna sit here.
I'm gonna look directly at him and be like, do I look like someone who would just be riding a bright carriage?
Oh, you look all kinds of sunshine, baby.
Of course, it doesn't help that I'm all golden right now.
That's true.
Wait, are you a drow? Or what kind of...
Me, I'm an Eladrian, which I can after each long rest, I can change my season. Right now, I'm summer.
Yeah. No, but I'm talking about,
Oh, him there.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Look at him, and you realize he, you notice the tail and the 2 horns. Like, oh, he's a tiefling.
Oh. Okay, then I'll speak to him in Thieves' Scan. So what's the job, brother, that you guys got here?
And just like as a response in the same thing, just no idea.
Ah,
We
wonderful.
were on our way. All
Well,
I know is it paid fairly well and seemed like it was going to be worthwhile.
at least we have that in common. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. I kind of just woke up, started moving around. It got late, and then, wolves. Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to get us moving and
Probably best.
just completely ignore what's going on entirely right now.
That's all bad.
Alright. So, Baracus, you get the wagon going?
Yeah, and then as we're going along, just gonna be keeping an eye out
Yeah, same
for any
here.
other creatures.
Alright.
Regardless of shape, like size,
Yeah.
like
I will.
number, I'm just gonna keep an eye on everything.
Yeah. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna keep shoot first, ask questions never policy. Right now.
Okay. So it was who's sitting where right now?
I'm sitting shotgun.
Yeah, me and him are sitting up at the front.
I'm sitting in the carriage in the back.
Alright, so you're sitting inside. Alcor, you back on top again, or?
Yeah.
Alright, so everyone's outside but her.
And I guess at this point, I would have just like taken the full.
Wait, I'm the only one who got inside the carriage.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
We lost somebody.
Front row. Alright. So, as you get it rolling again, you begin moving down the road, and you notice up ahead, about a good 80 feet, it seems to turn into a fork. One going, it looks to be possibly northwest, and the other one going directly east.
Do I recall which way we have to go to get where we're going? Or
I'll say if you don't, there does seem to be a form of signpost, and something in
I
the
say
middle
we
of the
cast
road,
them both.
actually.
can I tell what's in the middle of the road from this distance, or would I have to get a lot closer?
You'd have to get a lot closer. This thing's kind of small.
When we're about like 30 feet away from it, I'm gonna slow it down a bit and then try and like see what it is.
Right.
I have a feeling it is, but
So as you get within 30 feet and you come to a stop and just kind of look over, you realize, oh, you found what's left of the head and a bit of the shoulders of your driver.
figured. Figured.
Would I be able to make a nature check?
What are you intending?
I don't know. Do regular wolves do that? I don't know. That's why I want to see a nature
yeah,
check.
sure. I'll say make a nature check.
I was gonna say,
They were acting kind of funny.
is the hat that he had there?
Nope, the hat's gone.
Just gonna take the hat.
Nature 16.
So, you may not be the most informed of animal care and most animalistic natures, but you are familiar with various concepts that are shared by both man and beast. You know, pack hunting, surrounding the target. Though this in the middle of the road, left where you're most likely going to run into it, that definitely feels a little out of place.
Alrighty, well.
That's a little strange for the wolves.
Yeah, I'll let at least the people that can hear me outside is like, yeah, wolves don't usually do that. If they go for a kill, they usually try to eat it, especially with a pack that big. And there was something weird about it. I don't know. That it doesn't feel right. Those weren't regular wolves.
Well, they went down just as easy as regular wolves. So that's really all I'm concerned about. I don't think we're running into them anytime soon, so.
Yeah, we did end up killing a lot of the small ones, but the big one.
Think about maybe. Actually, no. I think we did kill all the small ones. But I'm not 100% sure.
As far as you know, all the small ones you saw, you indeed killed.
Okay. So, the only ones that got away were.
And I only saw
The
one
ones
big
are gonna
one.
hunt down now.
Yeah, you didn't see the other one that was circling around.
Correct.
Am I in
Wait.
range to be able
Oh,
to
by the way,
read the signage? That was-
Sean, how long have we been traveling?
From the point of combat to here,
Yeah.
you guys have been traveling maybe the better half of Like 45 minutes.
All right,
Not
let
that
me know.
long.
Yeah, let me know when 4 hours are up, so that I can regain my spell slots.
All right.
Haha,
So-
undead, baby. Cha cha
Am
cha
I
cha.
within range to like that I can read the signage?
Oh yeah. And strangely enough, the way they work the signs on this continent, they make sure to essentially use essentially a modified version of a bright gem to make sure the signs are lit up so you know which way you're going. As you look at the signposts, there's 2 signs pointing up to the northeast and an additional 3 pointing to the street or northwest, the rest pointing east. Going from east to the other side, east says one sign points to a place called Sestria, Meyerwood, and Tabertown, while as pointing to the northwest, one sign just has the letter M carved into it, whereas the other one says Kelna.
After reading the whole thing, I'm just gonna open up the slot so the person inside the carriage can. I'm like, are we just heading straight there, or are we heading somewhere else first? So I would rather get this done with and.
Thought we were heading straight there.
Oh, I figured if somebody wanted.
Straight there, we're going, right?
Okay, so we're just heading straight there. Nobody wants to go hunt down a wolf.
I mean, you're the driver. You're the real. You're the one holding the reins.
I don't see why we actually need to go hunt down the wolf.
Alright. Then I just start heading
Well, I
to
mean,
where we need to go.
we could mount a rescue mission for the rest of our quarter lane. Well, wait, too soon? Too soon? Oh, sorry. I have a very morbid sense of humor.
I see that. No respect for the dead.
Oh, once you died once, it doesn't really matter.
Alright. So you're pulling towards Kelna then?
Yeah.
Alright. So as you start making turning that way, making your way, you start going into an area that looks like a much more dense forested area, though it does have a clear road paved out. I would say at the point of night from hitting the sign, it's probably 9:30ish. Moving on, we're going towards the forest though. I'll say you guys keep going, and as you're in the middle of the woods now, you can kind of see slowly but surely sunlight creeping over the treetop.
Whoop whoop, regain my spell slots.
And with the coming of the sun, you're now hearing the chirping of birds. You're seeing a lot of the early morning wildlife starting to run out. I would say, how quickly are you pacing the horses right now?
Kind of just like a normal, kind of.
So kind of a trot?
Yeah, just like a regular trot speed, not overly.
And not too terribly fast. Gotcha.
Well, that would be a
Like,
canter.
the only time I would speed it up if I had seen something that kind of seemed directly threatening, but
Alright. As you continue to move through the woods, you all begin to start hearing what sounds like... Is that music? You hear the slow, steady beat of drums, and what sounds like several flutes.
I'm not hearing things, am I?
No, that's definitely some kind of music.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to pull that up. I was gonna read something.
Gotcha. Right. Which, those of you who can actually speak thieves can't. As you notice, the music is getting, not louder, but it's getting closer. And then at some point, you realize you swear you can hear it a little off to your right, a little bit ahead, and somewhere a little off to your left. You do hear voices talking to each other amongst the music. And then, of course, for those of you who speak thieves can't, this is in a form of thieves can't. So, what do you think? This one? Not this one? No. Look at that. Something's wrong here. Oh, come on. You kidding me? I am hungry. We need food. Or something.
I was gonna say, the second
It
I
sounds
hear...
like... You sound like... Here's like 3 people arguing amongst each other.
The second I hear something about... in the exact way they're speaking. Trying to take food from us is a big mistake, boys. And I just continue on. Yeah, I just continue moving.
I'll say give me an intimidation check with advantage since you did talk back to them in the same.
All right. Could I tell also where this is coming from?
I'll say give me a perception check on your part if you can locate where that's coming from.
Okay, I got something very particular that I want to do. I got a very particular set of skills. Skills that I've acquired over many years.
As you listen closer, you're like, could be there. No, not there either. The music going on around you while they're talking seems to be kind of obstructing the sound, so you're not sure if it's coming from that tree or the 2 trees over there.
Yeah.
But you know there's somewhere in there. Which, Baracus, you actually hear a reply back. Oh? And why would that be?
Because we actually don't have anything. Basically, what you see on us is what we've got.
You hear the music come to a complete stop.
I was gonna say, when I got that response, could I tell exactly what he was?
Why'd the music stop?
Alright. So, with that, as you wait for a minute, like, wait a minute, that voice, it occurs to you, up high, second tree from your left, out of the corner of your eye, you can see what looks like a bootstrap.
Is he obstructed by any branches or anything?
There's some, leafy branches about him, but you can see clearly where his foot is.
Like, nothing that would give him any kind of cover? Or would that give him some kind of cover?
I would...
Because it's like leafy stuff.
I would say it's not going to be accurate cover, but for the sake of hiding, it would have worked. But he's kind of continuously talking, giving himself away. Yeah, but you know exactly where he's standing, though.
I just kind of like I just whisper to my side, like up in the tree there, and I kind of give like a slight, like I tilt my head slightly towards where the guy is. I'm like, this one there. And then I kind of listen to see if I hear any others moving around.
I'll say you hear what sounds like one somewhere behind you, but you can't pinpoint another one.
Okay.
Can you hear Ruben?
Nope.
So no one is doing anything. Nobody's making a move right now, correct?
Apparently
They
no
couldn't
one...
hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you, Andrew. All right. So again, in Thieves' Cant, raising my skull, and just kind of rotating it around. It's like, okay, guys, we're just passing through. We don't
Wait,
have
did
any.
you actually take your head off?
Yeah, of course.
Passing through.
Just passing through.
I heard all of this.
You guys weren't paying.
Yeah, no. I said I detached my skull from my neck
Well,
and
I
was.
didn't hear a thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I
sorry.
didn't hear anything.
Okay, and I was lifting it up.
Like towards the direction where I told you one guy was.
Yeah, and just kind of
Yeah.
staring, looking. Okay, so I'm using the modification of a bone to
You're breaking
pick.
in and out of talking.
Oh, okay. So I'm using this ability, but I'm kind of, if it's okay with Sean modifying it a little bit. Oh, no, not a bone pile. Bone to pick. There we go. So rather than doing it with my hand, just for the lulz, I'm doing it with my skull. If he says it's okay.
I'll go with you can do your skull. Even though it has no practical implications, it does have more situational implications.
Oh yeah, for sure. Ah.
All right.
And just
also,
let it everybody know in Thieves' Cant and let it know, guys. If you do want to pick a bone with us, you're gonna end up dying. Just look at me.
Yeah, I'll say go ahead and roll an intimidation with advantage, but also go ahead and take a D6 of inspiration.
Okay.
And also,
Because I like that.
Also, in response to him doing that, I'm just like, oh, in Thieves' Cant. Oh yeah, there's also him.
Oh, there we go. There you go.
Oh, you didn't have to use it now, but if you wanted to, sure.
20. 22.
Yeah, no. You instantly hear in common all around you guys. Move along. Move along.
Oh, and then as we're like moving out, I'm like, you in the tree, you should probably learn to hide a little better. I saw you as soon as you started talking.
You don't hear a response from him as you're going by, but you do hear some laughing from another direction. And then as you guys are leaving them behind, about a good 20, 30 feet away now, you do hear one of them yell, "A nice hat!"
Thank you!
Oh.
Alright, I'll reattach my skull.
Alright. You just kind of hear you snap it back into place.
Ah, man. That hurts. I must be having arthritis.
So-
Wow.
You should put a sock on it then.
I'm gonna die of this. And as you guys are continuing onward, God damn, I still haven't used to your names yet. Sasana,
Yes.
you now notice the lockbox that was once above your head when you were inside is now actually on the floor.
On the floor?
Mm-hmm. It wasn't attached to anything. It was just kind of placed there.
I'm gonna take a look at this block box.
Okay.
Okay. Does it look like it's locked?
Mm-hmm. As you just
It's in
ever
the
so gently
name.
try to pull it up, it's like it's not moving.
Okay, I pick it up.
You notice it's the box itself is simple. It's got little gold edges around the corners. But other than that, it's
Wait.
Just
Through the
plain.
window. What is her name again? I gotta remember.
Susana?
Susanna, you see a skeleton hand pop in and say, "Here, you need a hand? I can open that for you." And I hand you one of my hands.
Okay, yeah, no.
No, really, I can open it.
So, what's the range on your body parts being separated?
I don't know. That would be all up to Sean.
I would say there isn't so much a range on it as if that thing goes away, you're kind of screwed. So say you took your hand off and gave it to somebody and they threw it off a cliff. Have fun going fetching.
Goodbye.
Oh my.
Or could he just go kill someone, take their arm, cut it off, and just
Good question. We'll figure that out later.
I'm not above a little grave robbing.
Okay, open it.
All right, I'll open it. I guess I'm using my thieves' tools, right?
Since your hand effectively acts as a thief's tool, yeah.
Yeah. So would that be sleight of hand, or doesn't have disabled advise? Or it's just an intelligence with advantage, right?
I would say it'd be your. I guess you could use your intelligence, or your. Technically, it should be your dex, but
It doesn't matter. Both of them are really high.
okay.
With advantage or disadvantage? Or
Neither.
normal? Normal. Okay. Normal.
That's a save, not a.
Well, it says. Oh, yeah. Hold on then. How do I roll? Oh, intelligence.
Do you have it under your tools? You should be able to push it there, and it'll do it.
No, I don't have a. I have my repair tools.
All right. In that case, just go ahead and roll a d20. Add your dex modifier, and then add your proficiency.
Okay. So that would be 15 plus 3, and my proficiency of 3, so another.
6.
Yep, on
Okay.
top of that.
You all hear slowly click, as you heard was the bone grinding against the metal, and then finally click as the mechanism unlocks.
All right,
Alright.
I kind of pretend to blow, but there's nothing comes out, or I guess I don't know what would come out if I try to go.
What's inside? What's inside?
Mr. Sean.
One quick second.
Oh, okay. He's looking. I'm not in.
Okay, so after clicking open the mechanism and opening the box, for a second, you notice a red inlining and what looks like a piece of parchment and two shiny objects. Whereas instantly you hear the sound of something cracking, and then you're engulfed in the smoke. Now, question. What is the lowest HP count of any of you right
Like,
I have 41 hit points.
54.
I currently have 28 because I got hit.
Don't forget that I do not get affected by poison,
32.
or I do not breathe either. I am undead.
I'm an elf. I can't be affected by sleep charms.
Okay, so
It was sleeping, doesn't it?
this is perfect. Yes,
Yeah.
with the gentleman and the driver go the fuck to sleep.
Is this magical?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Even though
They're
I'm
like,
on top.
"Aha,
Yeah, I did have the window open. That's my fault. That's all me.
I would say, Alcor, you notice,
Oh wait, no,
you're
I
like,
can't
"Ugh."
sleep.
Well, it doesn't matter. I have the lowest of anybody.
Huh.
Because I got hit.
Wait,
And I can't be put to sleep by magic.
And
Yeah,
I
so
do not
it'd be
sleep.
regardless.
Okay, with that in mind, then Alcor, what's your HP?
54.
Okay, so you feel like your body feel kind of tingly for a bit, but you're like, ugh, that feels weird. Whereas Baracus, you're like, what is? You are out, sir.
This is bad.
Alrighty,
I
could
thought
I
saw
attempt to take the
something.
reins?
Bail, bail, bail.
I'll say give me a simple dexterity check, see if you can grab them from him without letting them drop. Yeah, you're like, whoop, nope. Just barely cuff them from under, and now you're in control of the reins.
Yeah. Okay.
Huh.
Which, by the way, what are you doing with the box now?
What am I doing with the box?
Mm-hmm.
Just putting it back down on the seat. Wasn't there a letter in there or a piece of paper?
You notice two golden objects and what looks like a piece of parchment.
I'll pick up the piece of parchment.
Alrighty.
Is there anything written on it?
You notice it's clean, it's nice, but it appears blank.
Oh, from the front, as I'm trying to regain the reins, you hear, what in the nine hells was that?
I opened this box and it... I don't know. I guess it was a sleep spell.
What box?
Huh?
You gotta be careful with those boxes with the X on it. Those X boxes are really dangerous.
I'm laughing at it so hard, I'm dying.
I'm glad I'm asleep and I don't have to hear this.
When you
Those are two of a kind.
yeah, but the parchment, it appears blank.
Alright, let's take a look at those gold pieces.
As you look at the two golden objects, you realize one of them, it actually appears to be let's see here. Some kind of a ring, though rather a little large for any person's hand. Though you do notice, wait, do you actually pick it up and touch it or no?
I don't like the sound of that. But I picked it up and looked at it.
Alright, so as you pick it up and look at it, you actually notice the ring, whereas once it was like maybe 5 inches in diameter, goes and shrinks down to probably just the right size to fit your finger.
You hear pa na 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 na.
Interesting.
Na.
1 second.
But I'm not putting it on.
But it's the one ring.
I'm that stupid.
Alright. And then the other object, as you have a look, it appears to be a gold tinted flask. You can see there's some kind of liquid in there.
Alright. So a gold ring and a what? Gold tinted flask?
Mm-hmm. There appears to be some kind of liquid in it.
Well, I think I'm gonna have these inspected to find out what they are before I use them, but for now, I'm gonna pocket them.
Alright.
Driver's dead. What do I care?
Alright. And as you do that, and,
Alright, Sean, give me a minute. I need to step off for a bit, okay?
Alright.
My question is, was this like a standard sleeping thing?
Standard sleep spell?
Yeah, like one of just like the ones that doesn't last overly long.
It's actually a very good question.
So I'm just wondering, because if this shit forcibly makes me take a short rest.
Okay, no, it's only going to put you to sleep for a minute.
Oh, a minute off. So I probably
Hold
would.
that.
I'd probably wind up waking up mid-conversation.
Pretty much.
Okay. So I was gonna say, this is one of those ones that's like, oh yeah, 4 hours. Thank you.
You didn't get that lucky.
I at least missed the frickin' one joke. Okay, well, we have this minute. I'm gonna run a drink.
So like officially break time?
Essentially, though, when he gets back, I think we'll be wrapping this up.
I was extremely tempted. The second I saw the guy, I'm like, if I had more than 2 daggers, I would have thrown one.
Right, so what happened? What happened? What's going on?
All right, so so Susanna pocketed what she found. You guys are still moving onward, and after a minute or two, Baraka, she start coming to.
Would I know what wound up putting me to sleep or whatever?
Nope, because you weren't aware that that's what was going on. You're busy driving. They're like, oh, hey.
Yeah, when I'm fully like there again, I'm just like, okay, what the fuck just happened?
I don't know. You kind of fell asleep. There was the smoke.
I don't know. Did you get enough sleep last night?
I'm really paying attention.
All right. And as you guys are moving onward, you start noticing off to the right there seems to be this clearing in the tree line. And you notice what looks like some tents, an active fire going, some logs set aside to kind of use as benches. But despite that, there's no one around.
And there's an actual like fire going.
Yeah, like it's actively going, like someone had just lit that moments ago.
Or there's tents and everything. Is there like gear like sitting around the fire?
You do see some like cooking gear stuff around the fire. Next to a rock, there does look like to be someone's backpack.
Could I make would I make it either a perception or an investigation check to see if there's any like, if I can find out like if people were just recently there and they just went into the woods, or were they adopted or something happened?
I would say make a Well, this is my question: are you guys stopping and getting off to look, or are you guys looking from the wagon?
I was gonna basically, now that he has the reins, I was gonna like put my hand on his shoulder and just say, "Stop it! Stop! I'm gonna go take a quick look."
All
and
right.
then I'm gonna stealth and see if I can get as close to it as possible and see if I can see anything, like any signs of people actually being directly at the.
All right. I'll say as you get close, give me an investigation check.
Investigation. Fuck no.
As you kind of just peek your head in, you're like, okay, I don't hear anything. I don't see anything. The fire's inviting. That bag looks right for the pillaging. I think we're good.
Could I make a perception from where the cart?
Sure. All right. So as you look about, you don't see anything initially near the camp. But as you look past the tents, you do notice there seems to be some kind of piece of cloth on one of the tree branches. And then somewhere back there you hear what sounds like, is that an infant crying?
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Actually, what I hear
now that he hears it, yeah, you can hear that.
There's a baby woman.
I'm gonna.
Excuse me?
This is probably the worst time to say
I don't know how to deal with these things.
No, I'm gonna like, as quietly as I can, get close to see if I can see if it's just a child or it's something else.
Alright. As you start getting closer, you realize you start seeing along the ground a lot of drag marks and what looks like footprints, and slowly but surely like a shoe left behind, so a pair of gloves, a shirt. And eventually you do stop as you find, as the drag marks start to split up. For some strange reason, you do find an infant that's just been like carefully placed on a branch that forks just enough to create like a small cradle.
What race is the infant? Is my question now, actually.
Alright. As you take a look at it,
I'm gonna be drawing my weapon.
hold on.
You just
Just-
left
yeah.
a baby?
And this entire time, I've had my hand ready to grab a
Yeah.
dagger just in case. I've been prepared for something to jump out.
Alright. I'll say as you look at the infant, from what little features are visible, it's definitely humanoid, but its skin is green.
Are you fucking? Wow. Actually, how large? Like, is it like almost an average sized one, or is it fairly large or fairly small? Like, compared-
You've seen only a few children in your time because with what you do, you don't go around children much.
yeah.
But from what you can tell, this looks like your average size of an infant, or one that seems to be still not quite yet a year old.
So, and the drag marks, do they kind of spread away from the tree?
Mm-hmm. You see a number of them go off to the left, and some keep going straight.
How many are there in total?
As far as the actual drag marks, you count. Well, at least when they're not overlapping. I'll say make a survival check for them.
Survival? Oh. Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, let's look at survival.
You see what looks like maybe 5 separate drag marks, and with that, an additional 5 set of footprints.
What are the footprints like? Are they animal? Like, humanoid? Looking, at
From
least.
the shape of it, not animalistic to the point where it's like, oh, this is obviously a bear, but similar to that.
So it's like an in-between?
Yeah, so your best guess, it's not just some beast. This is possibly something with a mild sense of intelligence. I mean, otherwise, why would it drag them off, slaughtering them at the camp?
Fair. Huh. Well. Yeah. I'm gonna start walking back towards the fire, and then if I see that any of them have come, like, any closer, or how close, if I look back towards the fire, how close would everybody else be at this point, if anybody's moved? Anybody has.
That's actually a good question. And is everyone else still on the carriage, or did anyone?
No, I got off and I'm moving in closer, but both of my guns ready.
All right, yeah. So Raven's close to you. What about Alcor and Sasana?
I got out of the carriage, but I'm not close to him.
All right, so you're probably staying like within the camp then.
Yeah.
And everyone's favorite dwarf.
I think he stepped up for a little while, but he should be on top or just climbing down then. Just right next to the carriage as well.
I don't think he would necessarily.
Okay.
When they're within like when they're within range of me, I'm just gonna kind of be like, well, I'm pretty sure whoever was here is gone, and there's some kid left. I have no idea. All I know is something drags some people away from here, but for whatever reason left a baby. And the weird thing about what possibly dragged them away, not exactly animals, but close enough. But they clearly had some reason.
Okay, so could I make an investigation?
What are you trying to investigate?
I want to see around. I want to look and see if this was a hit. Because he's showing us drag marks, correct? He's pointing out that there was about 5 to 6 people there, around there. And then,
basically.
I want to see, like, what's going on. I want to get a mental breakdown to see, like, what happened.
Okay, so you're trying to replay the scene in your head then?
Correct.
Okay, yeah. I'll say about making an investigation check.
Yeah.
You gotta make sure it's okay with him.
There you go.
Alright. So as you can piece it together by what you can see in the camp and where the marks go, it seems whatever happened, people had just set up some while ago. From the looks of the fire and how they're set up, they've probably been here possibly a few hours, if not maybe over a night, and then this just happened because the fire's still going too strong for this to have happened hours ago. And from what you can tell, there were some of them in the tents. Those tents were jumped from behind, and then that's where they were dragged from into the woods. However, there were 2 others, one by the fire and one by the backpack, that they were taken from there and dragged out. So whatever hit them came from the wood side.
And I was actually gonna say, do I know, like, this
I'm already
area,
frustrated
like,
enough. My head
somewhat,
hurts.
or
So this was quick. This was
all day.
planned, too, then.
We're just gonna have to deal with another grouchy for an hour.
Yep. This happened in just a matter of seconds.
Yeah, and it was not only as a matter of seconds, but it was also executed without disturbing much of the camp, correct? Because it didn't look like there was a scuffle. There's, like, it just...
Yeah, nothing was wrecked, nothing was burned. They were just grabbed and gone.
Alrighty, I'm gonna look through the bag to see, like, the context, to see if I can ascertain, like, what were the people doing here? Why were they camping here in the forest?
I'm gonna
I'll say, Baracus, roll a d3 for me real quick.
a D3.
Yeah. Or not d3, a d4, I guess.
This is a D3. I don't think this has a D4.
That'll work. As far as you're aware of, you're not too familiar with these parts, because these parts are more reminiscent to the outskirts of the region, which is controlled by Whitebridge. Most of your knowledge is anything along the forests and mountain ranges of Kelna.
But I've heard stories about this area, though.
If you ever hear stories about this area, it's normally just stories of bandit attacks, random cell swords gone bad, stuff that actually happens within the town of Whitebridge. It's mostly stuff fairly related to people, not to beasts.
Okay, so yeah, nothing like beast-like creatures. Okay. That's kind of what I was curious about, if I had heard anything about, like, beast-like creatures.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, rummaging through the bags, what do I find?
As you go through the bag, you realize you find what looks like some spare pieces of food, like some vegetables, some fruits, some bread. Looks like a jar full of milk.
Yeah, wait. Hold on. A jar of milk?
Yes.
All right, I'm keeping that. That's mine. I need my calcium.
Wow.
And then I'm handing the rest of the food stuff to Baracus, and letting you know, here, you probably need
Take
this more than
milk
me.
from a baby?
Yeah.
As some of it is dribbling down my mouth. By the way, I take a swig as I turn around and say, wait, what? As most of it is dribbling down my skeleton mouth.
And as this whole thing about the baby said, I'm like, so what are we doing with that kid? It's not very often you see a kid with green skin.
If I had eyebrows, it would be pointing at,
Well, you found him. You hold him.
I'm okay with that.
Wait, who were you saying that to?
You.
Whoever found them.
Alright, raise your hand
Looks
if you're...
like you have a baby to take care of.
Everybody raise your hand if you're the first person to lay your eyes on that baby. I don't got any eyes.
I guarantee you.
I think maybe we should have the skeleton take care of it for all of his bad jokes.
I was gonna say, if you want this kid to be dead in a matter of, like, I don't know, hours, I could take it, but...
You wouldn't kill it.
I'm not saying I would. But with what I do, it probably wouldn't survive too long.
Ah, fine. Stop your whining. I'll go ahead and strap the baby. Because it was with bundles and straps, right?
Yeah, it was bundled up.
Alright, I strap it behind, to my back. Make a little, baby carrying pouch.
And actually, now that I think about it, does anyone here actually know how to properly take care of a baby?
Well, I've never had kids, so I wouldn't know.
See, I love children. I could never eat a whole one.
I'm dying of cringe.
Alrighty, I'm carrying. So I have a jug of milk and a baby. I'm gonna add that to my inventory.
Okay.
And actually, I'm gonna also check the tents. See if what was left behind in them.
As you go through checking the tents, all you do find is a bunch of bedrolls. What looks like a couple of supplies that were left out, mostly looks like inks, parchments, a simple lantern. Looks like someone's a little pouch they had, and as you look through it, it seems to be an herbalistic pouch. Seems one of the people dragged off probably know their herbal medicines.
Right. Could I make an intelligence check to see what kind of baby it is?
Sure.
Because all I know is that green skin.
Mm-hmm.
And it's somewhat shiny.
Yeah, as you look it over, you're like, okay, green skin, indeed has hair, mostly normal teeth, but it's got these two smaller, jaggedy teeth kind of coming up.
Oh, sharp canines. It's an orc, or half orc.
Yeah, and as you look at the features, the shape of the head, I'm like, yep, this is a half orc infant.
Right.
They just abandoned it.
I'll raise it
I don't
Lion
think
King style.
abandoned is the proper word. Considering the markings on the ground, I have a feeling whatever dragged away the rest of the people didn't feel like it needed this.
Alright. Sean, I'm gonna raise it Lion King style and say, pronounce, I shall name you Little Fang!
Little Fang. That's...
Should've seen this coming.
Okay.
Hey, nobody wanted to take care of the baby. You let the freaking crazy skeleton take care of the baby. This is what happens.
Considering with half the crap I'm gonna be doing, thing, it'd be
Actually-
dead within 2 hours.
Actually, no, that is actually true. I am back line. I am the back of the back line. Probably the best place to be kept is me. With
yeah.
Alright.
Honesty, yeah.
You're not supposed to be in the front, yeah.
I'm the worst choice to give this child to.
Alright, Little Fang is his name. And I named it, and he's my Little Fang. Alright, I see, like, I guess I'm attached to this baby now. I'm gonna start taking care of it. What does it need? Do I make another check?
I'll say based off of common knowledge, you realize, okay, you now have an infant. It needs to be kept clean.
Hold on.
It needs to be
Holy
fed.
crap! I'm a single father now!
We'll take it to the nearest town when we get to it, and we'll drop it off there somewhere.
Are you kidding me? This thing is mine now.
We're not taking a baby on a job.
With hearing that, I just kind of like. Actually, after hearing on a job, I'm just like. Well, to be fair, he actually never even part of this job. So.
I'm just getting a list from you guys.
He could really just take it. There's nothing stopping him. Because I'm pretty sure the parents are long dead.
You hear that, Little Fang? You've been adopted.
Actually, that's a question. Is it actually awake? Is it awake being held by a skeleton? Just being like.
Well, if it was screaming when you found it or crying, it's awake.
Mhm.
Alright.
Well, I mean, like fully awake.
Alright, so I'm checking it over. Does it have any injuries? Does he have any injuries? Does he have any...
Its face looks just a little dirty, but that's about it.
Oh, okay. I'll pull out one of my cloths. Kind of lick it when... Remember, I don't have a tongue. How are we going to clean you off?
I just look at him and go, seriously? You
Alright.
clean him with water.
I don't carry water. I don't need water. I'm going to need food.
Well, if you're gonna care for a baby, you're gonna need water, you're gonna need food, you're gonna
Alright,
need
I
shelter,
grabbed the
you're gonna need
backpack.
all of that.
I grabbed the backpack. I'm going to start, like... getting stuff for the baby then.
Actually, while this is happening, I'm just gonna like. Are we just gonna stop here for now and just rest? We're gonna keep going.
Well, seeing as how we got attacked by dire wolves in the middle of the night, I don't think it would be smart to continue on.
Then again, sitting here probably isn't any safer.
I'll say time-wise for you guys, it seems to be just like maybe almost 9 in the morning.
Oh,
Yeah, I already
It's
got my
early.
full rest.
We
Really
traveled
early.
all night, so.
Yeah.
I only
so we
need...
might as well just carry on to the village. So we were awake all night.
But actually, when did we?
When you guys departed, it was already late. Way.
Oh, okay. So.
Alrighty then. Does it look hungry? Should I feed it?
From what you can tell, every time you try to clean its face,
Yeah.
it's trying to bite you.
Alright. Oh, look at it. It's teething. It's adorable.
It probably thinks you're food.
Yeah, I probably am. Isn't nature beautiful?
I have a feeling everything just thinks he's food.
Well, he is just bones.
Alright. Alright,
You
I'll
guys
clean
gonna
it off.
Take a rest there in the camp.
No, we're getting back on the carriage.
Moving on.
Yeah, we'll just continue off. Head.
Might as well.
Yeah, it's daylight. Let's just head.
We can rest when we get to the town.
Alrighty.
Alright.
How far off?
I will put this out there. Since it's morning, the driver, when you guys did leave, did say it'd take you guys probably about 3 days to get there.
So we've
3
already done.
days?
It's that far.
So we probably should take a rest.
Going for all overnight run.
even if only a short.
Can't hear you, Andrew.
We were doing an overnight run with the driver, and it was going to take us 3 days. So is that 3 days straight, or 6 days?
Did you hear him?
I can't hear
I
him.
barely heard him.
All right.
I heard him through your.
Yeah,
Right.
that's the same thing. Okay, he said that the driver said it was gonna be 3 days, and he was driving overnight. Was that gonna be 3 days non-stop, or 3 days
With stops.
with stops?
He actually didn't say, but he did say about. So I'll say for the sake of that, that probably included stops.
Okay.
So if we did it non-stop with literally kill us, but
I'll
You know,
be-
after certain points of time, you'll start taking points of exhaustion. But
I'll be fine. I already rested.
I had my 1 minute power nap.
Oh yeah, you did.
I've had my 1 minute power nap, just falls face first.
all right, so everyone's hopping back in the wagon and taking off.
Yeah, I'm hopping back in the driver's.
I'm actually
Alright.
coming inside.
All right,
I'm going to lay down on top.
laying down on top. All right. And Susanna back inside, or
Yes.
all right. So you guys continue on your way onward to Kelna, and while you're on your way that way, Raven, you notice something interesting.
Mhm.
As you've been holding the infant, and it's been laughing for a little while, there's a moment where it scrunches its face together, so like, eh. You guys like, wait, what's wrong with it? You're like, wait a minute, why are my clothes darker? Why is
Okay.
this thing wet?
Oh, neat.
Oh, R.I.P.
All right. Well, I changed it. I mean, I picked up. I don't know if you heard me, but I picked up all the supplies that I'm pretty sure that were scattered around the camp or were in there for the baby. So I'm pretty sure they had a clean. Do I need a dexterity check for diapers and other crap?
Nah, I think
Yeah.
you're good.
Alrighty then. Yeah, no, I changed
But
it.
yeah, no. Yeah, so you change it, and you're like, how do I do this about myself? And then, with being peed on by the infant, that's where we'll conclude this evening.
All right.
One way to gets pissed on by a child.
Hey, it has a name. His name is Little Fang.
And my character is
We're
still
not
just a
calling it
child.
Little Thing.
Then what do you want to call it?
Let's call it Keith.
I don't know.
Think
Fred.
of the worst possible-
It's Little Fang.
Just think of the worst possible names.
Let's call it Jimmy.
And actually, here's the thing: we haven't even questioned whether it's
Wilfred.
female. Wilfred. No, I want it to be female.
Oh, no, actually, no. I'm pretty sure that once I checked and
Well,
checked its
Frida.
diaper, was it a male or female?
Hold on, let me see. It was actually female.
Oh,
Fucking name it. Well,
it's
Let's
still
do it.
its name is still Little Fang. It works.
Wilhelmina. Okay.
Yeah, but congratulations, everybody. The driver's dead.
Yay!
We killed the driver.
okay.
Unbelievable.
my question is, if was there a way to avoid getting?
Huh?
Was there a way, like, of that happening, of him not dying?